India's indigenously developed Advanced Light Helicopter, ALH, operated by all the wings of its military and positioned as a low-cost alternative to Western multi-utility helicopters, has turned into an aircraft of concern for the country due to recurrent crashes. In the latest incident, an Advanced Light Helicopter, ALH, belonging to the Indian Coast Guard, ICG, crashed in Porbandar, Gujarat, on January 5. The crash resulted in the death of 3 crew members on board the aircraft, including 2 pilots and an aircrew diver. As per reports, the chopper was returning from a routine training sortie when it crashed while trying to land on the Porbandar airport runway. The exact cause of the fatal accident is not known at the moment and an inquiry has been ordered by the Coast Guard. A video of the aircraft bursting into flames has been published on social media. The crew was shifted to Government Hospital, Porbandar, where they were declared dead, the Indian Coast Guard, ICG, said in a statement. The Indian Coast Guard has temporarily grounded the fleet of Dhruv ALH for safety inspections. Developed by the state-owned Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, HAL, the ALH Dhruv is a twin-engine, multi-role, multi-mission new generation helicopter in the 5.5-ton weight class. By January 2024, 400 ALH helicopters had been produced. The latest crash is the third incident to occur in over 4 months, once again raising questions over the safety and efficacy of this indigenously developed chopper. Earlier in September 2024, an ALH Dhruv belonging to the ICG ditched at sea off the Gujarat coast as it approached an Indian-flagged motor tanker, Hari Leela, about 45 kilometers from Porbandar, killing its 2 pilots. Less than a month later, in October 2024, another ALH Dhruv, of the Indian Air Force, had to make an emergency landing while on a flood relief operation due to a technical snag. This particular chopper was deployed for flood relief operations in Bihar. A spate of fatal crashes and the resulting loss of lives has triggered widespread outrage on social media, with several commentators questioning the rationale behind operating a helicopter involved in. In 2023, the entire fleet of around 330 twin-engine ALHs in the armed forces had to be grounded a few times after 4 major accidents. That year, expert teams from HAL conducted a thorough safety inspection of the aircraft. They discovered problems with the hydraulics and control rod failure, affecting the rotor blade's power input. This was followed by a push to replace the defective rods in each ALH with new ones. A crucial part of the helicopter's flight control system, the control rod in a gearbox serves several purposes, including transmitting the pilot's control inputs to the main rotor and tail rotor systems, allowing the pilot to control the pitch of the main and tail rotors, and enabling the pilot to move the helicopter in the desired direction. These rods allow pilots to control the helicopter's motion, and their failure could significantly reduce the power input to the rotor blades and cause accidents. The control rod in ALH is made of aluminum, and HAL decided to replace it with steel control rods in some helicopters. As per the latest reports, all military ALHs have had the collective control rod and the 2 other rods, lateral and longitudinal, replaced. Nevertheless, the Advanced Light Helicopter has had a troubled and controversial past. Over the past 5 years, the multi-mission helicopter has been a part of more than 15 accidents, according to reports. This indigenous helicopter also suffered a debacle in Ecuador. In what was considered a major turning point for India's indigenous defense industry, Ecuador bought 7 Dhruv helicopters from HAL starting in 2009. But the joy and hope were quickly dashed when one of the first helicopters crashed in October 2009, prompting the South American nation to declare it unfit for operation. After an accident inquiry backed by HAL, it was concluded that the aircraft failed due to a pilot error. Following the inquiry, Ecuador reversed its decision to return the helicopters. However, in a reversal of fortune, by 2015, 4 of the 7 ALHs Ecuador had purchased had crashed. Indian Navy pilots have voiced the displeasure with HAL, pointing to problems like poor quality, careless engineering, and maintenance issues with ALHs. The latest incident comes at a time when India is promoting the export of its indigenously developed military platforms, including its Advanced Light Helicopter. However, the frequent crashes have severely tarnished its reputation and essentially put a roadblock to its export.